Ronnie Mac is a famous motocross legend from the States. He's known for his style of riding, with the berm blasting and the vertical jumps. But this video is not about Ronnie Mac. It's about his younger cousin from Sweden, the Scandinavian smorgasbord supermoto stunt rider, also known as Rune Mack. Rune, a failed moped stunt rider, is working with some hay at his barn, so he gets carried away a bit too much. Popping wheelies and farming is his two most favorite things in the whole wide world. A trademark for Rune Mack is his boots. Once done for the day, he can clock out and making his total work time roughly 1 hour, earning himself enough money for the fuel and oil change needed for the ride for tonight.
Kom igen nu Britt-Marie, kör för fan!
This guy Rune is eager to show off his machinery. His workhorse here is the Buster 400. As most country folks do, Rune likes to shoot guns. No, not that type of guns. Real type of guns. And when Rune has visitors over, he usually likes to show all his toys that he got.
Do you have Norrlands guld? Okay, then it's fine. The reason for why I always wear a helmet is ever since this pandemic in 2020 got popular, everybody's using masks. But I've used it since I came out from my mother's womb. And since I'm the cousin of Ronnie Mac, it goes in our släktträd. And I'm a bit annoyed at the government because they are forcing this propaganda on us that now we need to be 2 meters apart from each other. This hålla avstånd thing. I don't like this because I much rather like the old law that says that we need to keep 5 meter distance, especially on bus stops.
Jag bokade bord för två på en liten restaurang med rutiga dukar och ljus och gammalt slitet möblemang. Vi skulle träffas där 7:00, men den är nästan 8 nu. Jag sitter här och väntar ännu, men vad är du?
So I chose the KTM 450 EXC almost randomly, but not really, just because I needed a good commuter bike. And the motard for my needs is the best one, because I live here in the woods. I need much power and much wheelies. So no better bike than this KTM EXC, and I really need the street legal Supermoto, because I usually every year drive down to Italy. I usually get around by 14 oil changes, so it's pretty good. Better than most bikes. As you may know, my cousin Ronnie Mac, he kind of has a thing for FMF, but I'm personally an Akrapovic guy. And thanks for the Norrlands Guld, guys. Really appreciate it, thanks. My relationship nowadays to Ronnie Mac, we don't talk that much, but once in a while I invite him over for a fika, you know. So I pour up some motor oil and some biscuits, you know. My favorite is Marie Kex. Those are pretty nice. He always just want to hit the motocross arena. Because I usually go with him with the motocross, because this is a Supermoto, and Supermoto is even better than a motocross bike on a motocross track. I started to ride when I was approximately 1.5 years old, and the bike I had, I can actually show you later, but the bike I had is a really tall bike for my age at that point. But I used to go to the track and go, I don't know if you know it, but it's called the E18, and it's really twisty at some parts, but it's actually really straight at some other parts. Let's go and have a look at the bike, because I actually have it here in the shop. Okay, so basically I'm renovating a bit here on the floor. It's not really finished, but it's gonna be stunt spot asphalt. So in there you can see, that's my 1.5-year-old bike. It's pretty high in the saddle, but you know, if you have long legs from birth, you can actually reach. But now you need to get the fuck out of this garage, because I need to clean.
Varför leker du med känslorna som jag har för dig? Om du visste redan innan att du inte vill, varför sa du inte nej? Jag trodde faktiskt inte att du skulle vara en...
Okay, but now let's go and have a look at the 450, because I need to tell you all about the mods I did. So come on. Here is my KTM 450. The perfect MX Moto Supermoto bike. So basically what I have done for mods to this is I've spray painted with the plastic dip everything that is black on this. So even the tires are plastic dipped for extreme fäste på engelska. Grip. Yes, for extreme grip. I need to repaint this every 2 hours. I have added a kick here because, as I've seen in BLDH's video, he basically don't have a kick and he has problems all the fucking time. So this is a must. This is an old school bike. This is a carbureted bike. So it's easy to just get your dick in and get everything working. This is my baby, Norrlands Guld. But also it's pretty nice to have a Akrapovic. I made this myself. This is a condom around this Akrapovic. And sometimes I like to dutta my dick in here, but that's another story. I have my turn signals here and another turn signal here. And sometimes they don't blink at the same time, so it's legal. You can almost tell that it says KTM here. That means that I'm almost sponsored by KTM, because sometimes I actually ride for them in contests. Like in Gotland Grand National I rode this, placed 3rd. And also this is a perfect beer holder here, so you can put your beer there while you're wheeling, and then it just pours in your mouth. Basically this cloth here is anti-beer resistant, so the beer just goes through, but no water, so this is good for when it's raining. And also I redone my suspension to actually account for the helmet and goggles, so it's really fine-tuned. This engine was handmade powered by JJ. And you want to know how many horsepowers? Basically when I've tested this rear wheel here on the grass, it actually sounds more like 70 horsepower. So roughly around 70 horsepower, because my ears, even though they have tinnitus, they are pretty good to hear the horsepower of bikes. So for example, this Buster has actually 400 horsepower. This is actually a party trick. My ears can actually see that it almost says 400 horsepower. But that's another story. Thumbs up to this video if you want to see drag race between these two. That can almost be arranged. But other than that, I say let's fucking do a test ride for you guys with this one. I'll just go and have a nap in a few hours, and when I'll be back, I'll be good in the game. We will soon be back. So stick around. Yes. Hello and welcome. I'm Rune Mack from Sweden. So we are located here at my private go-kart track. As I promised you earlier, you know, at the fika break, I'm gonna show you the sound of this KTM 450. So let me turn it on.